Hello and welcome to On the Food Scene with Steve. I'm here with Chef Chris at the Lansdowne Resort in Leesburg, Virginia. And Chef, it looks like we have some beautiful vegetables over here. What is your plan today with these vegetables?
I wanted to make some comforting home-style risotto. And to me, you can have fun at home, very relaxing, staying in the kitchen, have a glass of wine, chat with your family and friends, and make risotto.
And people are afraid to make it because it seems that you're constantly stirring, but you're going to show us a bit otherwise.
Absolutely. So you have to remember, risotto is a dish. It's not the rice. So the rice is the Oreo rice. Italian rice, heavy, heartier, starchier, and it's actually easier to cook than your traditional American rice because you do just stand here and you take your time and you add your ingredients and have fun.
Tell us what ingredients we have and we'll get started.
So I do butter and olive oil together. Yes, I have garlic, I have some mirepoix, celery, carrots, onions. Because we're in fall, I have some butternut squash and actually I have puree. So we do butternut squash, we do acorn squash, I will put some portobello mushrooms in it, make it a little richier, a little more umami into it.
So Chef, where are we going to begin with this?
So I always use olive oil and butter. If you use straight olive oil, it'll probably burn, but I love.
Is that something new that chefs are doing, the combination?
I think they've been doing it a while. I mean, my team, myself, even my wife at home. And never use a metal spoon. Always wood.
And why is that?
Metal spoon, when you stir, will break up the rice. Wood is a little softer.
Makes sense.
Put in some garlic, my mirepoix, celery, carrots, onions. I have a glass of wine
While you're stirring that.
and do not burn it.
People wonder, how do you get that so perfectly cut?
Roux, French term. It is, you have to practice. Put some rice.
And you're going to, of course, give the measurement so the whole cook will know.
Yes, I have a great simple recipe for this. You got to coat the oil or the fats on the rice. That's important.
And what is the purpose of that? What does that do?
It helps, it coats the rice so it will get more flavor adhere or absorbed into it. And I got some homemade chicken stock. You can use any stock you want. You put this in three different levels. So you want it to absorb, and then you go add some more stock once this is absorbed.
And then the third time too.
Third time, yes. So I do it a couple different ways. This is raw, but this I roasted because it's going to give it some more flavor. So I'm not adding that in yet. But if you put it in raw, you would put it in now.
While you're stirring that, just to put Leesburg is located not far from our nation's capital, right?
Absolutely, maybe 20 miles.
Wow.
Yep, very close to Dulles Airport. We have the Potomac River in our backyard.
Great place to enjoy the country's capital and then get away from it all over here.
Blue Ridge Mountains, 10 miles away. Lots of wineries, breweries, beautiful scenery. This could be on our menu every season. It's what you have hit on the head. It's the ingredients that will change. So whether you're in Chesapeake crab season, you can finish it with fresh crab. You can finish it with lobster, asparagus.
So this, what you're making, could be vegetarian and use a vegetable broth.
Correct. So we make all our own stuff.
So you're going to top it off with scallops.
Jumbo scallops. We're heading into the third stage. Remember I said I already have this
Yes.
We roasted it, so that's why I would add this in now, before the last batch of stock. And I'm actually going to put the portobellos in now as well. I like the mushrooms to stay meaty. I could have put them in earlier. Of course, you want to remove the gills because you don't want the black. You don't want all this black in the risotto. So I put that in now. I like it to stay, keep it some structure and texture. So I'm on my last stock.
So it really evaporates or absorbs quickly. It's a high heat.
It varies. So I mean, if you start to lose it and it's too hot, you can always just turn it down. You can always give it a taste when you get to the second and third stage. If it needs a little more stock, it's totally fine.
So it's quite flexible.
Yeah.
And if somebody doesn't like butternut squash here, they can use something else.
Oh yeah. So I mean, you could do spring peas, you could do asparagus, you could do leeks. You could even do radicchio and radicchio's in season, Treviso, and nice colors in it.
What is that over there?
That's a chiffonade of basil. So we'll garnish with some basil. If you wanted to have even some more color to it, you could add the puree. So the butternut squash, we pureed some of it.
So that's the puree of that.
Correct.
And if you don't want to use that or make that, you don't have to.
Yes.
So the resort has how many restaurants?
We have 3 restaurants. 3 restaurants, 3 banquet facilities. Kogner High is the main restaurant. It's in the Great Hall, the main entrance of the resort. More sports bar, hamburgers. You can move into quesadillas, cocktails, casual. Riverside Park is the main restaurant. And this is for the convention side. And then Piedmont's restaurant is over the golf course for members and guests of the hotel.
I was reading 5 pools.
5 pools. 1 indoor, 4 outdoors.
And one of them is adults only.
Adults only.
So it's all coming together. I guess there's one last ingredient that you can or don't have to use, correct?
Yes, so if you wanted to keep this vegetarian, obviously you would use chicken stock, you would use vegetable stock. But I always add a little cream, a little Parmesan, which just adds some depth to it. The fattiness of the cream makes it a little richer, and the Parmesan is obviously traditional. Parmesan, and then we'll actually put some on the top as a garnish as well. So now we're ready for our first taste.
Oh, I can't wait. Wow, you're gonna have fun making this recipe at home, I think. So we mentioned earlier you're going to top the risotto with some beautiful scallops here. So we're going to sear those.
Jumbo, dry scallops. So I put olive oil and a little salt and pepper. So obviously pan's got to be hot. You don't want to mess with the scallops.
Yeah, once it's in there, don't start moving it around.
You need to caramelize it.
Otherwise it's going to stick, right?
It'll stick.
What counts are those on these scallops?
These are 10. So you send me the 10 to a pound, and you need under. So they're under less to a pound.
Wow.
A little bit of wine there.
Now this is something a home cook really should be careful with. Cook when I'm cooking.
Yeah. If you add wine, I mean, if you're at home, I would turn off the heat. Add it, make sure nothing.
Yeah, but you don't have these wonderful vents.
Systems.
So Chef, what's the difference if you don't put them in the oven as far as texture-wise, flavor-wise?
That's a good question. I wouldn't put them in the oven. You want to finish them, sear them on the stove. It sears it quicker. It leaves any juices inside. So if you're going to stay, you want to do high heat. And
So it would dry it out perhaps a little bit.
It would probably dry it out.
To the oven.
So I like to finish with a little butter.
The only thing that's spicing on there is the salt and pepper. That's it.
Yes, I think if you want to taste the seasoning, you want to taste the scallops. If you're putting more stuff on it, you're not going to taste it. Yeah.
Less is more.
Yes. Finished plate, awesome. I can't wait for you to try it. It's fabulous. My favorite.
Okay. Thank you so much for preparing that. I guess I don't have to go out for lunch today.
Awesome. Nope. You can stay right here. Thank you.
Thank you, Chef. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.